Hey guys, here's the tutorial and tabs for one of my favorite riffs that I've made. I made this in March of 2024. Thanks for all the love on this riff. Yeah, so I decided to take my travel acoustic guitar and my skateboard to my nearby skate park, which I've been skating at for years. Skating is another one of my hobbies. I've been doing it a little longer than playing guitar, actually. Nice little kickflip at the end. And yeah, I'm going to show you how I play this. If you are on my Patreon, you can access the interactive tab down below. If you are on YouTube, feel free to, see the tabs on the screen. And yeah, I'm going to show you how I play it, and hopefully you can learn a few things. All right, let's get to it. So it starts off with the fakie big spin. So if you have a skateboard, I urge you to try it together with playing the guitar. Just be careful. It's not super easy. It takes a bit of practice to get those tricks in the beginning and at the end. But yeah, feel free to do it. If you try it with your skateboard, feel free to tag me. I will repost you for sure. All right, so we're in the key of A minor. Starts with an E major chord, which is right there. We got 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. So I hit the chord, and then I did the trick fakie big spin on the skateboard. After that, we're going to go here to this part. All right, so kind of a typical R&B type of vibe there with the chords. So it's an A minor 7, which is going to be 5, 7, 5, 5. Make sure you bar with your index finger across, most of the strings here on the 5th fret. Okay, we're going to hit 5, 7, 5, 5. So 8th notes. 1. Actually, I guess you can think of them as 16ths, 1 E and or 1 and 2 and. All right. After that, you're going to hit 8 on the 2nd string and slide up to 10. And when you do that, you're actually going to dig into that 8 with the notes, with the strings that come before the 2nd string. So what you're going to do is mute some of the strings. I actually mute all the way from 6, 5, 4, 3, and then I hit that 8 and then slide it to the 10. So it sounds like this, as opposed to this. All right, so this gives it that John Mayer kind of, gritty type of hit on the note, kind of emphasizes it. And you can do all downstrokes. All right, just make sure you mute those other strings with your index finger or whatever's comfy for you. So after that, we are going to make sure our pinky is curled so that we can hit the 1st string 0. All right. In another version, I actually slide down to this. But since I was on my skateboard, it's a little easier just to hit the 0 on the 1st string after that chord. All right, then we have this diminished chord. All right, which is going to be an E fully diminished 7. All right, which is going to be 7, 6, 6, 6 with a hammer on to the 8th fret. All right, very quick hammer on the 2nd string. All right, and when I play this, I usually arpeggiate it, meaning I go like that. All right, so I hit each note one after another very quickly. All right, make sure you get that hammer on with the pinky. All right, and then make sure this index finger is very important to bar across strings 3, 2, and 1. All right. After that, I am going to hit the 6 with my pinky, very important, and then slide down to 5. Okay, so the reason I use my pinky is because it sets us up for the next chord, which is going to be C sharp fully diminished 7, which is going to be 4, 5, 3, 3. All right. Then what you're going to do is hammer on the 5 with the pinky. All right, very quickly. So we have this. After that, we are going to slide that pinky, all right, which is on the 5. We're going to slide that pinky up to 6. Actually, what did I just do? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we hammer on the 5, then slide to 6, slide back to 5, and then pull off to 3. Okay, sounds like this. All right, so we got 2 little parts kind of moving there. All right, so all right, and then when I hit this 3, I kind of let go of the chord so that I can give this some vibrato. All right. All right, so from the beginning, it sounds like this. After that, we go to a D minor 9, okay, which is the resolution of this chord right here. All right, these diminished chords actually lead you to the minor 4 chord, D minor 9. All right, here it sounds like this. Let me play it. Very similar rhythm there. So we're going to hit this chord, which is very similar to the A minor 7, but we just move it down one string, okay? So we have 5, 7, 5, 5. All right, make sure you get that bar with the index finger there. Play them as eighth notes, 1 and 2 and. Then you get the same notes coming after it, which is going to be the 8. Slide up to 10 very quickly. All right, then make sure you just give it some grit so you... All right, emphasize that note by muting the strings underneath it and hitting those strings into that 8 and then slide to 10, okay? And then you hit the first string open, all right? And then just make sure that your pinky is curled up so that they can ring at the same time. I like to do that. So for that D minor 9, we have this. All right, and I actually, you see these fingers here? I do keep those kind of muting the other string, so. All right, just so that nothing rings out and so it sounds clean. After that, we have this, which is very similar to this. Very similar in the melody on top. The only thing is that the chords change underneath it. So instead of the other chords, we have a B fully diminished 7 and a G sharp fully diminished 7. All right, so for the first one is a 7, skip a string, 6, 7, 6. All right, then you hammer on the 8th fret on the 2nd string. All right, and I also like to arpeggiate that. All right, I also like to call that a rake. All right, so we have that. After that, we move our pinky to the 6, slide down to 5. All right, then we grab this G sharp fully diminished 7 chord, 4, 3, 4, 3. All right, after you hit that, hammer on the 5 very quickly, slide to 6, slide back to 5, pull off the 3, and pull off the 2. Here's the rhythm. Okay, so that full bar sounds like this. One more time. All right, now what happens is basically the same thing over again. The only thing that changes is this resolution here from this chord, okay? So this right here is the change, all right? So let's check that out. So we start off just like the beginning of the whole riff. All right, then we hit that E fully diminished 7 again with the hammer on. After the 6 slides to 5, you're going to play 4, 3, 5, 3. All right, so this is basically the same chord we played before, but just a different voicing. Okay, so we have 3, 5, 3, 3. Oh, my bad. 4, 3, 5, 3. And what I do here in the video is that I'm using hybrid picking. So I'm picking the 4 with my thumb and the others I'm picking with my fingers. All right, you could actually mute. You could actually do it all pick here, but you would just have to mute the 4th string, okay? But I usually do hybrid picking there, all right? So we've got 4, 3, 5, 3, hammer on 5, and then you hit the 5 on the 2nd string. So for that bar, those 2 bars, we have this. And what important thing to note is that when you go and play this E fully diminished 7, when you do that 6 sliding to 5, make sure you use your ring finger because that is what sets you up for this next chord. That's super important, all right? If you don't do that, it is a little bit more tough, all right? So one last time. And that's the rhythm for that as well. All right, as we get to the end, we are going to hear this. So let's go over this real quick. All right, so we have a D minor 7. All right, same shape that we had before. So we have 5, 7, 5, 5. Make sure you have that bar on the index finger. Then you are going to hit the 6th fret on the 2nd string and slide to 8. All right, slide to 8. And when you do that 6th fret sliding to the 8, you're going to dig into those notes that come before it. All right. All right, triplet slide. All right. Hit the 6, slide to 8 quickly, back to 6, pull off to 5, and then hit the 3rd string 7 and slide to 9 very quickly. All right, so it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and triplet slide. All right. All right, give it some vibrato there just for some sauce, some spiciness. And then we have this. All right, which is basically the 5 chord, which is E7. All right. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing the chord first. I'm playing 7, 6, 7. All right. Then I do this little riff. All right. And that riff goes like this. We've got the 8 on the 2nd string, 8 on the 2nd string, hammer on 10, 8, hammer on 10, slide to 12. All right. Sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3. All right. After we're at this 12, we hit that 12 again and slide very quickly to 10. Pull off to 8. 2nd string 10. Pull off to 9. All right. I like to do from ring finger and pull off to the 1st finger, but you could do any. After that, you hit the 6th string 0. All right. And then after that, I pop a nice little kick flip as the 5 chord is playing. And then I hit a nice little A minor 7. And a little A minor 9 for taste at the end. So I'll play that for you right now. So A minor 7, we've got 5th string 0, followed by 2, 0, 1, 0. All right. Then I use my pinky to hit the 1st string 3rd fret, pull off to 0. Oh, my bad. Let's do that again. 3rd fret, pull off to 0, 2nd string 1st fret, 3rd string 0, and the 2nd fret on the 4th string. All right. Feel free to play that how you want it. I just kind of did that at the end, just to end the riff. And then after that, you hit this. All right. And I think I also use my thumb just to mute the 6th string. All right, this chord right here is basically an A minor 9. We've got 0, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, so make sure you get that bar there. You can use your thumb to mute the 6th string. All right, after that, after you hit that chord, use your pinky to hammer on that 7. All right, very common in R&B. That's pretty much it. You can also arpeggiate it. And then after that, you just do a little slide at the end from the 12th fret or any fret that's high up here, and you're good. That's basically the tune. So I'll play it for you real quick. I think I remember. I think I can do it from memory. So here it is. So fakey big spin on the skateboard. Then we go here. Kick flip on the skateboard, and then we end it. And that's how you play this riff, which is probably one of my favorite riffs that I've ever made. I made this last year when I was teaching at a public school. I was on my way to lunch at my grandma's, and I just sat down to do some videos before heading out. So yeah, a lot of fun when making these riffs. That's what I love to do, make these riffs and then, share them on my Patreon. So if you're on YouTube, feel free to check out my Patreon. I've got a lot more tutorials for those videos that I post on social media. I get on the camera and I explain just like this in detail, and I give you a little bit of insight and theoretical perspective over these riffs. So I hope you like this tutorial. Please hit the subscribe, follow. I'm trying to get to 10K followers. And yeah, guys, I just had a giveaway too. I love to do those, especially when I release music. And on on that, actually, you can also check out my latest song, Heartbreak Loop, on all platforms. Just look up Gabeflow and you'll find everything. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy practicing.